Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, we've come towards the end of the competition and we managed to get second, and of course I claimed the last train as well. I'm going to share with you later on. FlyEurope, that will be the last train, which is a rare train. That was only made possible with 1,200 keys that comes from the personal reward path itself. Okay, so all in all, we have all the trains claimed and of course that special building as well. So this is really a fruitful event, International Airport. We have played many times. Airport event is always a mini event, but this is the first time International Airport become a main event itself. In this competition, again, I faced with really tough competitors, which is we are always in the 1, 2, and 3 positions. Very strangely, this time round, I'm leading all the way, and of course, unfortunately, at the back end, I lose to James as usual. Later on you'll come to that. Alright, so I of course do remember to do all the remaining jobs. There'll be no more jobs generated if you have completed any of them, and then after that, claim all your rewards within 48 hours because you have 48 hours to do so. And of course do remember to claim all the rewards from the personal contribution, from the team contribution as well. Okay, so these are the few areas you're going to explore, and make sure you do all the claiming and get all the parts that you wanted, or the goal, or even if you have more than enough after claiming that 1000 event coin train. Alright, so again, I'll share here. You can see here I'm still leading all the way, easily by 100 or more EP. But like I said, no one can beat gem spender, so there's no way I can do it. I'm really gem poor, only 9 gems left. Even though end of the day I decided to spend even that remaining few gems to make sure I have a better position in that context, but unfortunately no. We'll come to that really at the end of it. Okay, so after this airport event, most probably there'll be mini events, a couple of them. Probably taking a break. Not be playing train station for a couple of days because I think at 556 level itself, I'm really coming to quite near towards the 600 mark, which is a totally new region. I really do not want to go there because I have a really good foundation in this region 8. I've completed the whole collection, and I've completed a lot of events with 2 legendaries at least for each of them. And I think with that good amount of upgrades made to the legendaries and epic and rare trains, and many fully upgraded common trains, in staying in region 8 as long as possible will be very beneficiary in terms of competition. So I'm really reluctant to move on further. Probably going to stay away from all the mini events because doing any of the region jobs or mini events that will add on towards the escalation of the leveling up. Okay, so you can see here, as usual, I mentioned really tough competitors here, but we are always in the 1, 2, and 3, and we are a lot of EP differences as compared to the 4th position onwards. Okay, one more time I can show you this. You see we are really crazy here. We're at least 600 to 700 EP away from the number 4 guy. So this 1, 2, 3, including myself, is really crazy in terms of the EP collection. You may be wondering why. Of course, for me, it's every single hour. Of course, there are a couple of sleeping hours. Of course, we always in the game. This is always setting a clock timer. Every time I just play about maybe 5 minutes every hour or so. So just log in the game and play 5 minutes and send the train out, and so be it. Of course, at times you play maybe like 10 minutes in order to get the items back in, the raw materials, and then before you send them out. So in short, if you want to average it out, average about 10 minutes per every hour. That's quite a lot sometimes. But if you just say that sometimes you just bring it, lock in, and then you send your trains out immediately, that will only spend you about 2 minutes or so. So a lot of method of playing the game. If you are constantly in the game, it's really tedious. One way is really every time send all your trains dispatches to collect raw materials and send them all at the same time out at the same time, so that you know, at the hour when you log on, you have all the dispatches on your hand again and you're ready for another set of dispatch. If you have been staggering in your dispatches in terms of timing, then you will struggle because you can't be always constantly in the game because it's just too time consuming. So just bear in mind, how I normally do it is I'll have all the 11 dispatchers at the same time coming back and going out at the same time. I'll rarely have them at a different timing. So you can see here number 2 is trying his best or her best to beat me by spending gems, but um, he or she has succeeded. No problem with that because there's no way I can move really that fast. Although I would say I'm proud of the team or the dispatches that I have, but of course nothing can beat if you keep on spending gems, and that's how it is. But if you're thinking of spending real money to buy gems, I'll urge you not to do so. Okay, you can see here I'm spending gems. I spent 8 gems there so that I have a stronger EP ahead, 80. At this juncture, I'm betting that the guy doesn't have any completed jobs or not a lot of gems per se. But no, you can see here at this juncture, 60 minutes before, it's back to 2080 at on par. And of course, here are the rewards I'm going to share with you just now. Team contribution or personal contribution, make sure you get those. It's really important. Personal contribution have another 150 coins there. Just don't forget it. That you easily gain access to that legendary train if you have just short of 150. Alright, so I'm going to straight fast forward to the last moment whereby we have 30 seconds here. Alright, so you can see I'm really overtaken, and I'm just hoping that guy doesn't comes on. So that's all for this airport event. Fortunately, we are 40 EP away, but I don't think 40 EP makes a difference because if you put in 40, one guy will just throw in gems and just go up. So really, first I can't afford it. Second, I think there's no point in fighting with gem players. So I lose to the first one, and of course, very luckily, I won again the third one. So here we are at the end of it. We claimed 250, which I think is really happy with this because I just have additional 50, and that gives me 300 in total. We're able to open maybe yeah, here'll be 150, so it'll be 400, not 300. Actually, it's 400 because there's 150 from the personal contribution, 250 from the event competitions. So in total 400, so I could easily open 4 mega boxes. I've already claimed all the coins already. So of course, not forgetting this important rare train. Alright, just going to claim all the mega boxes with all the balance event coins, and once I'm done, I'll just have to claim the parts as well, the gold parts I'm longing for. Just make sure you finish the last 3 jobs on hand and claim those rewards as well. Okay, so I just claim whatever I could, probably 9 of those 13 legendary parts. So with that, we'll just be able to do until now. That's far, and then once I got the 3 jobs on hand finished, I'll come back to claim the remaining whatever I could. Okay, so you can see here really nothing much we can claim besides parts, and I'm really longing for those gold parts. Okay, so with the gold parts claimed, probably we can do some upgrades or 1 or 2 upgrades hopefully. And that's all we can have for this event, and I'm really proud of the achievement so far. All the trains claimed, 5 trains, and special building, parts, coins, everything. So with that, it's time for some upgrades. We got 119 gold parts there. Gonna give that 55 an upgrade, and 2 upgrades actually, so that's great. Probably there'll be a stronger position for the next competition when it's coming out, probably I would say 5 days to a week from now. I'm not going to contribute, like I said, into the mini events, to take a good break, good rest. So we're not going to have any videos for a couple of days, probably once memory lane. That's about it. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye. Rest well.